Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I'm a homeschool mom to 3 children. Their ages are 12, 6, and 4. Today's video is going to be all about our group subjects as well as any extracurricular activities that the kids may be doing this coming school year for the 2023-2024 school year. So first, I'm going to dive into each kid and their specific extras that they are doing personally. So first I'm going to start with Lacey. She is 12 years old and she will be doing typing this year as an extra course for her. Last year and the year before we dabbled a little bit in typing.com. We liked it okay. It was free. It had good instruction. It was a little bit mundane, a little bit dry. So this year we're actually going to be trying out typetastic.com, and they have typing levels for like K through 2nd and then like 3rd through 5th and so on. And it's kind of a game-based typing program. So there's a lot of fun, engaging little activities and games for them to do, all while learning typing skills. So we're going to try it out, see how it goes. If it doesn't work out or isn't exactly what I'm hoping it will be, we will probably just go back to typing.com or find some other program. Another thing that Lacey's going to be doing as kind of an extra supplement to writing and language arts is Night Zookeeper. So Night Zookeeper is something we've used off and on for all years of our homeschooling journey so far. So we've been homeschooling, this is our 4th year. In our very first year homeschooling, I discovered Night Zookeeper and we used a lot of it that year, and then we kind of would take a break and do other things. It's a subscription online kind of writing focused, game-based language arts program. They have other things than just writing, you know, there's grammar in there and grammar instruction, reading, comprehension. There's also art because you're drawing and creating all these different like animals for your zoo. There's a lot of different aspects of this program, but my daughter has always found it so much fun, and I like that they kind of correct her on things as she's writing different things. They prompt her and kind of draw out more details from her because she can be kind of bare minimum when it comes to writing things. So it's really helped her in that way, and she finds it really fun, and she's requested to do some of Night Zookeeper this year. So we're going to be doing that as well. Another thing that Lacey has requested to do more of this year, and something she's very interested in, is baking. She loves to bake. She really loves making cakes and like being really creative with them, like in the way that she frosts them and designs them and decorates them, and she just loves making different recipes. She's getting really good at moving around the kitchen on her own because she's had quite a bit of practice up until now. We are going to just kind of hone those skills a little bit more. I'm getting her some more kids cookbooks. There's some like sciencey based ones that show how like baking is related to science, which I think is really cool. There's a couple that I'm eyeing on Amazon that I will be picking up for her to just kind of play around with. And with this, it's going to be more so just something she works on in her own free time. So I'm going to kind of step back and allow her the creativity and freedom to kind of dabble around in the kitchen as much as she wants. So I'm just going to make sure I have basic baking supplies all the time. The thing that she's really loved is theater, and she has been in a couple different community theater productions in our town. And so this year there's actually auditions at the beginning of September for the next show. So she is going to be doing that. She's going to be auditioning, and it is a kids theater. So it's grades K through 12. So there's a lot of different ages in there, but also all children. And so that's a lot of fun for her. She loves making new friends, and she loves singing and dancing and acting. So she's going to be doing that as her kind of extracurricular big thing this year. They usually have a fall show and a spring show. So she might do both of them. We'll see how it goes. She definitely wants to do the fall one though. So for my son, Emmett, who is 6, he is a little bit more reserved when it comes to wanting to try, you know, activities or extracurriculars. So the only thing that really he's going to be doing for sure this year is he's going to be dabbling a little bit in some woodworking. So I have noticed he loves, like he got a real toolbox with some real like small tools for his birthday this year, like hammers and screwdrivers and all that. And so he has been just finding scrap pieces of wood around the garage and just making things just out of the blue, just because he likes tinkering around with it. So I thought it would be really cool to teach him more woodworking skills and kind of build upon that. And so I found a few woodworking for kids books that I'm going to be purchasing off of Amazon that have different projects in them, like step by step with photos and supply lists and that kind of thing, but also information on different tools and techniques. This is something I'm hoping that his dad kind of takes the reins with and kind of decides to kind of do with him as kind of a father-son homeschooling thing. We'll see how that goes. He seems interested in doing that with him, but he is also very busy a lot of the time. So it may be me, and it may be I'm learning how to woodwork. So I don't know anything about tools and woodworking, but what's cool about homeschooling is learning along with your kids, right? Isla also has the baking bug. She wants to cook and help me cook and bake all the time. And so we're going to be just making intentional time to do that. Making intentional one-on-one time to bring her in the kitchen, let her help me with different parts of the day, of the meals, of dinner, of lunch. And then I might come up with some little special recipes for her as well. I've seen some really cute like preschool cooking cookbooks on Amazon as well that I might pick up as well, that are like geared towards preschoolers and like really simple and straightforward. And I think that that would be really helpful. Another thing that Isla is really interested in as her 4-year-old self is dance and ballet. And she's mentioned many times that she wants to do ballet and gymnastics and all these different things. But she is only 4, and I am kind of hesitant to sign her up for a class that we actually have to pay for and like, you know, invest so much time in and money. What I've decided to do for her this year first, to give her a little bit of a taste of it, is I'm going to get her a little tutu. And we're going to do these online, like I've seen different like preschool ballet classes on YouTube for free. And they're like princess ones and fairy ones and all like different themes and stuff. And so we're going to try some of those out and just see kind of how she likes it, and if she is focused enough to follow the instructions and that kind of thing before we invest in actually taking a class. But I think she will just enjoy that little creative movement time in her day. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about our group subjects. So I already made videos on individual subjects for my kids. If you missed those, they're all in my channel. I will try to link them below for you as well. But for our group subjects, we do tend to keep them very simple. I don't like to overload our days, and so this year we are focusing on nature and art. And for nature, we are going to be using Nature Study Club by the For Love of Homeschooling. It's a really great subscription nature curriculum service, and it's $12 a month, and you get sent a month's worth of nature study. And they're really, really well done. There's different levels of books, student books that they work through, ranging everywhere from like your tiniest learner, like your preschooler, all the way up to like your middle schooler and even maybe even high school. And then there's like a teacher's guide that has all the information inside and different directions for experiments and activities and different things that you're doing. And then inside the student notebooks are some more independent things that they do along with it. We are starting out with the Oceans and Shark unit from Nature Study Club, and so we're going to be learning all about oceans and the sea life and all of that, and we're all really excited to dive into those. We really love nature study, and we love doing it all together as a group, and it always works out really well, and it's always one of our favorite parts of the day. So I'm really excited to use that. Going along with that, we'll alternate, you know, some days we might do Nature Study Club for like a month and then switch to Slow Down by a Year of Learning. So Slow Down by a Year of Learning is the nature study we did last year, and I think we did about 10 different slow moments last year, and we used to only do it like every other week, once a week. So Slow Down by a Year of Learning is a study based on the Slow Down 50 Mindful Moments in Nature book. It's a beautiful book with beautiful illustrations, and she just kind of put together different activities and poems and different things you can do with your kids that go along with that book. And then we always get extra books on the topic from the library. We look up extra videos, you know, that go along with the topic as well, and really expand and dive deep into it. And my kids always love it, and that was one of the studies that they requested we do again this year. So we're gonna kind of alternate between nature study clubs sometimes and slow down from a year of learning sometimes as well. For art this year, I'm really excited because I have a new resource we're going to be using. It's called Art Makes Me Smart, and it's by Lily and Thistle. So Lily and Thistle is, she creates art resources and videos and courses for kids and grown-ups, and we actually were part of the Nature Art Club our first year homeschooling and part of our second one too, and we really, really enjoyed that. And this year, she actually came out with an art curriculum that is geography based, and so I was really intrigued by it automatically because I love geography and learning about different countries and cultures and that kind of thing. And this is so well done. So well done. I signed up for the monthly subscription service to this, but you can also pay for the entire thing outright if you want to do it that way. It looks so fun. So I think there's 12 different countries in this study, and they all look really great. So you're introduced to a country, there's different information and video links to different things to learn about the country. There's history in there, geography, talks about animal life there, it talks about food, and of course art. And so they really play on different artist styles from these countries, which I love. So for example, you're in France and you're studying France, they really play on Impressionism and all of the Impressionist artists that really originated from there. And so that style is kind of encapsulated. It's taught to your child. There's usually 2 art projects per country that you do, and the supplies are really simple. Like, there's not a lot of special supplies, and it just looks really, really well done, and I'm excited to dive in. I don't know which country we're going to do first. I'm still deciding that, but they all look so fun. The last thing I'm going to be talking about as kind of an extra that we're all doing this year is we actually signed up for a co-op this year, and we've never been a part of a co-op before. We did like a nature homeschool class last year through a nature center close to us, but this year we actually are going to be doing like a co-op, a full-on co-op. I think it's gonna be really good for my kids. 2 of my children can be a little bit more shy and reserved. I feel like they need a little bit of coming out of their shell. So I think that this is going to help them do that. And then my other child is very social and really wants just friends that they could see all the time. So we're doing the co-op. We're all a little bit nervous. We're all a little bit excited. I also am a little bit nervous because I am a little bit more introverted as well. So I think we're all going to be doing some growing this year through co-op, but I'm excited for it. So those are all of our group subjects and all of my kids' like extracurricular things that they're going to be doing. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your kids are going to be involved in this year down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.